Okay, I think we are live. So, hello everybody. This is the Node.js security team meeting, the first one of June 2024. So first of all, I will share the meeting on the chat so everybody can add to the list of attendees. And the first topic in the agenda, there is any announcements that anyone want to make? Okay, no announcements. So the next thing is vulnerability review. Let me see what we have here.
I don't think there's anything new there. The only thing I'm wondering about is why there's a few OpenSSL CVEs that were issued at low, and those haven't seemed to have shown up for some reason.
That's interesting.
But the automation seems to be running, right? Like I can see it runs every day, and it's still reporting the GSA one. So I don't quite know what's going on with that because we've had them show up before.
Are those to be published on NIST?
On what?
NIST, the national
I haven't
NIST.
checked. So OpenSSL.
Because I had a look at the automation a few days ago, and I see that it uses NIST APIs to match, like gets the version and checks with that version on the APIs. So if the CV is not published there, then it will not recognize it.
Definitely so let's see. Okay, maybe it's that they haven't been published on the CVE system yet. Because like the project announced them. But yeah, when I click through on some of the most recent 2024 463 seems to like I'm just looking at this one seems to be there, although this one, I wonder if it's because it's right here. It's like that one actually was shown, but that's basically version 3. Affected from 3.0.0 before 3.0.14. I'd be curious whether we actually have a 3.0.14 or not, though.
Oh, Michael, just send a message to me. I echo it to the team in the chat.
Okay, who sent the message?
You sent a message.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I sent it. Yeah, hosting everybody. Okay, thanks. So yeah, I don't want to derail our meeting. Just something to keep an eye on, right? Like if they don't show up at all, I'm curious. But like the first one at the very top, I can see is like, well, okay, it's been reserved but not published, so that would explain that.
Oh, okay. This might explain something in the next topic of the agenda then.
Yeah, there's a few, and they're all sort of low severity ones that like are not ones we need to update anytime soon necessarily. We're just waiting in there. We'll just do them in a regular release anyway. But okay. Sorry. That's all I had on that one.
Okay. So yeah, next topic in the agenda is the OpenSSF scorecard monitor review. So I created a pull request and I actually got a weird result that now makes more sense. So basically there is a decrease of almost half point for the Node.js project. But if you have a look on the on this comment and that I created, this is because although we have increased it in other areas, we downcreased from 10 to 0 in vulnerability section. And I was very curious because it was like, yeah, I'm not very sure what's going on. And the funny thing is like some of these vulnerabilities are from 2022 and stuff like that. So it was so weird that never pop-ups before. And actually, the ones you shared just before, Michael, just appears there. So maybe they just released these vulnerabilities now, and they have these 2022 IDs and so on because they book the numbers but never release it or something like that. So
right, okay.
that makes sense because all of them were looking like a low level thing, and there are 68 or something. They were like, this is weird. At the beginning, I thought it was a problem with the API or something.
Okay.
Because we never got bad scoring on the vulnerability section for Node at all. And suddenly appeared 68, and it was like, wow, where did this come from? So yeah,
Okay.
probably it's something like that, and it's affecting this scoring, and it's affecting the automation that we have in the previous topic.
I wonder if these like, if it's it, yeah, like let's look at CVE 2022 1292. Because it'd be like, okay, what is that? I see it says it's OpenSSL configuration 2. So what does that one say here? So I'm just looking at CV 1292, and it does say OpenSSL. See, but like those ones, it's interesting. You'd think that that would show up in the scans, but it says from 1.0.2 to 1.0.2 ZE. And up to 1.1.10. So it would be a question of like, what version are we currently at in OpenSSL? Well, I guess 3 until 3030. So if I looked at main example, depths, SSL. Got to be a version in there somewhere. I guess I'm not finding it easily, but I'd be surprised if like we're still at 3.0 to 303. Like that just seems like there's got to have been more than 3 patches since 3.0.0, right?
Yep.
And therefore, yeah, it says, okay, we're on 3.0.13 plus quick. So like, I don't know why those would apply to us. So I almost wonder if it's like a problem in reporting or something. Like, as you said, this just increased in a big.
Yeah, in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
we get 68. So yeah, I think maybe can be something on the reporting, as you say, Michael. Makes sense to me. I mean, let's see. I guess let's see what happened. I mean, let's merge what we have now in the scoring, and let's see what happened in a couple of weeks in the next meeting. And if we still get these results,
Yeah,
and nobody complains in the scorecard and so on, then it should be an issue for us actually. but
because like the 1292, like that one, I can't explain why it would be one that's applying. So
yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, no, sometimes waiting a little while to see if it just fixes itself is good.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, okay, it really, if it doesn't fix itself, then it's like, we really got to look at it. So
yeah,
but
exactly.
we are updating OpenSSL soon, so
yeah.
But like that one, I can't understand why it would, like, based on the version number, I don't get it anyway. So but anyway, I agree with like, let's leave it for a week or so, and then a week or two, and then if it still stays that way, we can go and look at like more specific examples to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's super weird because it was published on 2022 and updated in February this year. So it's weird that we didn't see that before. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what happened, and let's see also if the new version of OpenSSL solves the problem as well, which can be so. Okay. I think it's kind of okay for this topic in the agenda. Okay, so the next topic in the agenda is audit build process for dependencies, which is the issue in the security working group repository 1037.
Yeah, I just wrote a few notes, and like I think I have an action to PR the approach that we've documented into the core repo. We've been open in this repo for a while. Nobody's really objected or commented, and so we'll assume there's agreement. And then I do have on my list to experiment more with building WASM document, like to document the possible implementation, but I hasn't quite gotten to the top of my list yet.
Okay.
I think those are the two next steps on that front. There's a whole bunch of work we can do, but those are the two concrete things we've identified.
Okay, thanks for the update, Michael. Yeah, I think that was more or less all for the official agenda. Do we have any additional topic that we want to cover? Okay, then I guess was one of the shortest meetings this year for the working group. So I kept you back almost 45 minutes, so that's cool.
Okay, talk to you later.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye bye.